Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. So today we will uh, present our assignment one for subject electronic record keeping in the organization. So our organization is Past Malaysia. So this assignment are prepared by myself, Hajar binti Muhammad Daud, Nur Farhanies Nazifa, Nur Fatihah and Muhammad Isyraq. So we prepare the assignment for Professor Madya Dr. Ahmad Hariro bin Samsudin. So the introduction for this assignment is Past Malaysia Berhad. Normally we known as Past Malaysia. Is a leading highway concessionaire in the Malaysia. So since its incorporation in 1986, PAS has been instrumental in developing and maintaining Malaysia highway infrastructure. PAS owned the concession for many motorway, notably the North-South Motorway, NSE, and major link between northern and southern peninsular Malaysia. The North-South Motorway is a major transportation road connecting key town and area in a peninsular Malaysia. They also enabling efficient movement of people and products. And it plus Malaysia also improve a connection and substantially adds to the country economic growth. So plus manage the operation, repair, and enhancement of a roadway under the concession. Plus also cover a road safety, toll collection, and infrastructure enhancement. Toll collection is crucial for plus income generating. So plus mission is we connect community to shape a safe and sustainable future. Plus vision is plus are driving by common value and goal, focusing not only excellent but also our commitment for the community and environment to connect people and place. So we will present about Record Management Center of Plus Malaysia Berhad. So Record Management Center is a department in Plus organization that is responsible for managing and maintaining record. This include a physical document, electronic file, or other type of information that are critical to the organization operation. There are core unit of this business is manage category and management of all firm hard copy document. Standard filing and distribution method are provided for all hard copy plus documentation. This will streamline the filing and retrieval of the firm paper. This handbook applies to all business hard copy document. The Civil Record Management Center, RMC, store all the taggable copies of corporate paperwork. The RMC keeps original contract and the tender paper as well as inactive file from a plus division, function, the department, region, section office, and lastly is the plaza after the end of their rotation period. So this unit main activity is managing and maintaining record, including both physical and electronic record, in a systematic and organized manner. So next is storing documents securely and establish a system for easy retrieval when needed. Third is categorizing a record based on their type, important or relevant to the organization, and creating indexing system for efficient retrieval. Ensuring the record management practice align with the relevant laws, regulation, and industry standard to maintain compliance. Next is implementing governance framework to oversee the creation, use, and disposal of the information in a way that align with the organization overall objectives. Lastly is transitioning from the physical record to digital format where applicable, and implementing automation solution to the streamline record management processes. So next is identify physical record and electronic record provided by the unit. So identify document for distribution, for example, based on the file cut-off, prepare box location, pen and forward to the IMC together with the equation for meter or cardboard box. Hard copy documented information designed for inactive storage will be sent to RMC for storage after it has been packed in the storage box. So who is involved in the managing record? For this department, the head of function, HOF, of RMC has responsible for file operation and hard copy documented information distribution program. And plus manager and executive are responsible for complying with the file manual in their respective business function. Next slide, I pass to Fatihah.
Thank you, Hajar. Okay. And for this part is to study how the records by physical and electronic that being managed in the organization of PLUS. So number one, for PLUS section for physical, the file classification tools will be used for all hard copies of the company paperwork. There's some types of communications are letters, emails, and notes. The file's classification code structure is used to organize hard copies of written information into main groups. In the old file classification system, these main classes are broken down even further into secondary, tertiary, and sometimes even fourth level groups. There are only main and secondary roles in the new file classification systems. Next is from electronic. This is called RMC Retrieval Recussions Form Online. This is the form that been using in PLUS website. Next, how record is stored, both physical and digital. For physical records, it is stored by filing cabinets, shelving units, binders and file folders, color coding methods, alphanumeric or numeric systems, barcoding, and labeling. Next is from digital records, which is to ensure accessibility, security, and integrity. Digital records are kept electronically, utilizing a variety of technologies and systems. The methods for preserving digital records might vary depending on aspects such as the type of information, the demands of organization, and the regulatory constraints. Here are some common methods in PLUS that storing digital records, such as storage in the cloud and database. Next, what standards and or conventions are adopted and observed for managing records? This is the standard referred by PLUS Malaysia Berhad in managing records are Malaysian standard MS 223-1/2009. The Malaysian standard is identical to ISO 15489-1/2001, which is published by the International Organization for Standardization, ISO. The Malaysian standards state that the records should be general, authentic, reliable, and have integrity and usability. Next is there any policy or guide to classify records? Yes, it is, which is PLUS Malaysia Berhad's records are correctly labeled with descriptive titles. All financial records have been titled and reference number to differentiate them from other departments. To classify and organize items, the National Archive of Malaysia used the Panduan Penyediaan Klasifikasi File Pejabat Awam method. Next, this is the example of the file classification used by PLUS Malaysia Berhad are shown as below. Next, I pass to my friend Isyraq. Thank you.
Okay, for point number 10, is there any policy to develop records metadata? The Finance Department of Plus Malaysia Berhad referred to Dasar Pengurusan Record and Arkib Elektronik in developing records metadata. And then for point number 11, question for is there any guide or policy for naming convention of the record needs Plus Malaysia Berhad is yes, Plus Malaysia Berhad follows the naming convention that is determined by the National Archive of Malaysia in the Panduan Penyediaan Klasifikasi Fail Jabat Awam. The example of naming convention that are implemented by Plus Malaysia Berhad are as below. Start from payslip and then followed by the year 2022 and 2023, and then followed by the date 5 July 2023, and then the name folder is the tab, and also lastly is the payslip. So for the point number 12, how records is retrieved from the storage. The Financial Department of Plus Malaysia Berhad allows authorized individual to access all publishing record by filing out a manual form. And also the department lacks of a systematic record management system, inadequate repository, and outdated records without a partition schedule for destruction after storage expires. And additionally, records intended for destruction are not separated from those needed for reference. And then for question number 13, what about audit trail features? And audit trail allows an auditor to trace the financial data from the general ledger to the source documents, such as invoice, receipt, voucher, etc., and view the full process of a given transaction, such as audit dalaman. It's implemented by or done by HQ audit team at least one time every year, and then followed by audit negara Malaysia, and it was done one time in 4 years. And for number 14, is there any policy or guide to back up the data? The Financial Department of Plus Malaysia Berhad allow authorized individual to access all publishing record by filing out a manual form. And also the department lacks of a systematic record management system, again, inadequate repository and outdated records without a partition scheduled for destruction after storage expires. Additionally, records intended for destruction are not separated from those needed for reference. And for my last point, number 15, regarding the security issue, most documents not properly backed up, such as annual report and stuff, are only saved in their desktop, not in portable hard disk drive. If saved in hard disk, they are not proper update data when needed. For next point, I pass to my colleagues Farhanies to present.
Thank you, Isyraq. For the 16th is appraisal in the finance department of Plus Malaysia Berhad. The admin or the record staff does not properly destroy record that are no longer needed for outgoing business and have no archival value. Written and specific authorization is required to destroy records following the established procedures in the law. And then, is there any guide or policy used for record retention? Yes, the Plus Malaysia Berhad branch in Putrajaya supervise a smaller finance department than the Selangor HQ. They have fewer records than the HQ and store them in the storage room. Observation indicate that they keep all the existing records and do not dispose of them. The electronic record is stored in the payroll statement folder with no specific storage location. Next, is there any problem with the respect to managing record? Yes, it is. The first one is the challenges in cataloging and monitoring files. Secondly is the lack of capacity to generate the practical reports from the record software. Third is the insufficient data on files. Fourth is the lack of automated record management. And the last one is a difficult to separate user interface. So, is there any solution? Yes. Solution for the effective information management in the unit. Firstly is store all the necessary data in the central database. Secondly, create a comprehensive data classification and organization system. Thirdly is provide employees with trainings. And fourth is backup data regularly to avoid loss. So, is there any recommendation to improve the management of record in the organization? Yes. The firstly is clearly define policies and the procedures. Second, to make a record management system. Thirdly is to record and format record and format standardization. Fourth is to make a training and awareness initiative. So the conclusion for this presentation is to implement a record management strategy and crucial for the organization's data lifecycle. A record management procedures oversees data generation, storage, sharing, tracking, and protection at higher level of authority. I think that's all for our presentation for this subject, and thank you.